I saw Tomorrowland, which was a big disappointment. I was so excited. It was on my most anticipated list. I love Brad Bird. I think he's just been amazing. And I love the idea of the original concept of Tomorrowland, of everything else. I thought it sounded great and it looked great. The trailers, I like George Clooney in a lot of parts. I love The Descendants. I love Michael Clayton. I love Up in the Air. Like, he can be a great actor. But I just felt like it was so episodic. Like, first you get Frank gets introduced to Tomorrowland as a kid, and you see that whole story. And then you get Casey, and she gets introduced to Tomorrowland. And that's like an hour of the movie as just these two sort of episodes and sort of these little segments of Casey getting chased and chasing people around. It just wasn't that exciting. I found myself getting really bored. George Clooney was miscast in the role. He's just not nerdy enough. He's not weird enough. It just doesn't work. Like, he does best when either playing sort of the weary CEO kind of character, like in Descendants and things, or like the flashy CEO character. Somebody who's, I don't know who would have been a good spot, but I just don't think that maybe somebody like a Paul Giamatti would have been better, or somebody just a little bit more nerd cred would have been better than George Clooney, I think, for this society that is all based on geniuses, and he's this exile from the society. And I also thought that they really messed up, because the best character in the whole movie was Athena, was this robot, and I felt like they should have spent the movie focusing on Athena and Frank's relationship. That would have been much more interesting and had much more heart than anything that we get with Casey, because Casey was, I didn't understand her need to be in the story, because supposedly she's this special person, kind of like Bella or Harry or somebody like this, the most special person, and she's so smart that she gets in, she's so special even within this world of geniuses in the Tomorrowland, and yet she never figures anything out on her own. She has to be told everything, and I think asking questions is good, but seriously, I mean, they're like in the middle of this big battle the whole time. What are we doing? Where are we going? Why are we doing that? And it's just like, just do it! Just do it! Like, don't ask so many questions. It became very annoying to me, and I just had a hard time buying that she was this incredibly intelligent character. And she's a very kind of on borderline damsel in distress personality. Like, everything, was sort of her character. And I don't know, I found her irritating, and somebody I certainly wasn't emotionally engaged with. And I fell asleep for about a minute during the Paris scene, which is supposed to be this huge climactic scene, and I was bored with it. So it was a big disappointment. I was really bummed out, but I appreciate the effort. I really do. And I'll be right in line for the next Brad Bird film, because I think he's an amazing filmmaker. And please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.